What's up, guys? My name's Egan, and I need to mute this because shit's going downhill. Okay, hopefully this is still running. I have no idea if it is, but how's it going? I just butchered my intro terribly, and it's been a while since I've done anything involved with making a video, and I know the last one that I put up was, hey, I'm gonna be back, and things like that, but there are actually a lot of reasons as to why I don't post, I guess, and why when I do post, it's like not regularly like I say I want to, and there really are a lot of reasons for that, and I'm gonna try and describe as many of them as I can here, because I like to do that, and I'm not really sure how this is. Okay, this is working. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this my best go as to what I think of the YouTube community, the COD community, the viewers as a whole, and just everybody who's involved in, I guess, the social network, you could call it. And I'm not gonna, go spend too much more time trying to ramble on with an intro here because I've already butchered it. And yeah, so essentially, everybody in the COD community, everybody who plays COD, I mean, I have no one against people, or I have nothing against people who play Call of Duty. I have nothing against people who, make Call of Duty content and post it on YouTube. And I have nothing against people who enjoy watching, who enjoy playing, who just straight up enjoy COD, but I don't. It's a shitty game. Just straight up, in my opinion. It is a god-awful game, and there's just so much... For Infinity Ward and Activision and Treyarch, there's just so much money wrapped up in it that it's like they're gonna look at it and they're gonna go, we don't need to really make a good game. We can just kind of pump out whatever we feel like, and they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy millions of copies, and they're gonna play it and they're gonna like it no matter what we do, because we don't really care. We just want money. And I have a feeling that no matter what people say for the YouTubers and the people who make the content for COD, it's like I'm gonna look, or they kind of look at it in my eyes the same way as the people who were Activision and Infinity Ward and Treyarch and big companies like that. It's like, well, a lot of people that are really big are looking at it and going, or not looking at it, but they got it through manipulation, and they got it through I don't want to say bad ways, but they kind of cheated their way through it. And I've been making YouTube videos for about a year and a half now. I started in the summer of whatever year MW2 was out. I think it was 2010. I think, yeah, it would have been late 2010 I started. And I made a few videos, and then I stopped for a long time. Then Black Ops came out, and I made a bunch of videos, then I stopped, and then... The point is, I've made, I've been a part of this community, whether I've been making a lot of videos or not. I've been watching videos, and I've been here, and I've been paying attention to things for quite a while. And, I remember when people like CNanners were at, I don't know, 80k subscribers, which I know is still fairly far into YouTube, but it's been about 2 years now, so you can kind of look at it and go, people like Pwn Star for Hire, what, 20,000 subscribers. People like Paperbat VG were at 25,000 subscribers, things like that. I remember that, and I can look at it and think. I remember all of the I guess you could use the term scandals. When White Boy pretty much sat down and did. I don't want to use names, so let's just forget everything that I just said and look at it like. It's hard to put all this into words, and I'm really lucky that I have a 20-minute gameplay to try and get this all through. And I really hope that you guys want to listen to me, and I really hope you guys are listening to me, because this is really difficult to explain. I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's a matter of people have manipulated, people have not done this in, say, a legitimate way, and And everything's legitimate in other people's way, like, or in other people's minds. Like, people look at it and like, oh, there's nothing wrong with, you know, false categorizing a video. You know, if it's a gameplay video and they put it into, you know, sports, because there aren't very many sports videos, and then it gets sent to the front page, what's wrong with that? Well, it's a matter of looking at it and going, they're gonna gain, you know, another 5,000 views just from it being on the home page and being in sports, and then, you know, it may only get like, you know, 40,000 views or something on a regular basis, but it's gonna make the home page, and while the home page for, you know, gaming or whatever is gonna, you know, be someone with 30,000 or 300,000 views, and they're gonna, but they're still gonna make it, and they're still gonna be, you know, doing the same thing that the person who made 300,000 views, because it's in a different category. Difficult to explain. I hope you guys understand what I mean. It's just false categorizing is wrong in my eyes. Anybody who wants to do this for money, anybody who does this for things like that, and I'm essentially switching right now between making COD content, because I frankly hate that game now. It is so broken, and I so many things wrong with that game. I'm moving to Battlefield, and I'm trying to make League of Legends videos, and I've been thinking really hard on making a Minecraft series and everything along those lines. And I'm infinitely small, so if I ever do, you know, get some sort of audience or something along those lines, it's gonna be like, okay, what I'm trying to say is I'm getting in this community. I'm trying to make a name for myself, essentially, just because I want to help people. I want to, you know, I want people to come home and go on YouTube and be able to look at, you know, see one of my videos in their sub box and say, oh, I like his videos. That, you know, they're gonna make, my voice and what I have to say is gonna make them happy. It's gonna make them, you know, like, oh, I had a crappy day at school, so I'm gonna go home and watch one of his videos, and it's gonna make me happy, right? Or I'm gonna be able to sit down and actually make you think, as opposed to sit down and go, oh, well, you know, he just, you know, sat down and stared at a computer and said, yeah, I walked around for 5 minutes, killed 10 people, or killed 24 people with my ACR, got a Moab, and that's the end of the gameplay. Thanks for watching. I'll try and give you tips, but it's pretty much just saying the exact same thing over and over again. I don't understand how people like that are getting views. I don't understand how people like that are popular. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, because obviously people like it. I mean, they wouldn't be getting the views if people didn't like it. But it's a matter of opinion, and the viewers, they essentially shape who's who and what's what in this community. They don't have to be making videos. They don't have to be, you know, doing anything really. I mean, they don't even have to comment. It's just a matter of liking, disliking, or favoriting, or not favoriting for that matter. It should make someone, you know, a favorite could be the difference between 10,000 subscribers. It's pretty crazy to think that, you know, one person can make a difference, when in all reality it's not necessarily one person that makes the difference. It's one person in a group of 10,000 who makes a difference. Because if that one person thinks of themselves as, oh, I'm not going to make a difference, well then think of it as 10,000 people having that frame of mind. And if every one of them changes that, and they all think, yes, I will make a difference, then boom, that's 10,000 people. That's a really, really, really big number. And, well, theoretically it is, but theoretically it isn't. I mean, there's this... Okay, well, enough on that. I've been trying to get one thing across for the past 5 minutes now, and I just can't do it because my mind is trying to jump from thing to thing to thing, and it's not working. You guys have no idea how actually, I'm sure a lot of you do, but you have no idea how hard it is to convey something that's in your head into words while sitting here staring at your computer, and you're essentially talking to yourself, making yourself look like a complete idiot. And somehow it's fun and enjoyable, and I'm getting into this stupid community, this stupid COD and Battlefield and League of Legends and Minecraft and everything like that, and I'm doing it at such a terrible time that it's making me look like, in my eyes, it's making me look like I'm sitting down and I'm going, oh, I just want money, I just want views, I want to be popular, and blah blah blah. I'm doing this essentially all for myself, when I'm not. Okay, as much as I can say it, I can't necessarily make people believe it, and it's really frustrating for me not to be able to, you know, have people believe me. And it's even harder to, you know, put 3 hours into a video, because, you know, essentially it's going to take me, what, like an hour to get a gameplay, approximately, because I'm not, you know, the most amazing gamer in the world. And then it's going to take me, you know, up to, you know, 20 minutes to sit down and talk about it, because, yeah, this is a 20-minute gameplay. I've got, and then, you know, my computer's not amazing, so it's going to be, what, like an hour, 2 hours of rendering, depending on the length of the video, and then it's going to be another hour, 2 hours of sitting down and going, well, I can't use my internet because I have to upload. And it's frustrating because you put so much work into something, and it gets 20 views, and 2 comments, and 2 likes. And it's like, wow, was that really worth it? And in the long run, I definitely think it is, because I'm making, hopefully, you know, 2 people happy, at least. And as long as I'm making someone happy, I'll be happy. So, as difficult as it is to explain, and as much as I've rambled and not actually touched on anything of what I wanted to touch on, it's difficult. And I'm going to ignore the phone that's ringing right now, because I don't care about it. It can die for all I care. But yeah, it's difficult to sit down and think of how to do this, and how to say exactly what I have in my head, because this community, the people at the top of this community, such as well, you guys know who's got, like, you know, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 1 million subscribers, and people who have been around for a long time. And I'm not talking about the people who have made, somebody really wants to get a hold of me. I have to call my cell phone. It's destroying my train of thought. They're, sitting down, and it's like, shut up, phone! You're making this impossible! That just destroyed my entire train of thought. God, If people who have been in this community for a long time know essentially what I'm trying to say. People who don't, I'm trying to give you the as good of an idea as I can here, because frankly, it's full of pompous assholes who just want money, who just want things for themselves, and they don't care about anyone else. They don't care about their viewers. No matter what they say, they don't give a crap about anyone else. They just want the money for themselves, and they just want things like that. And as much as you want to look at me and go, well, who the hell are you to say something like this? And you're completely right to say something like that, because, frankly, who the hell am I to say something like this towards a larger person, when, frankly, I'm a complete nobody? And, it's frustrating, and it's annoying, and I haven't said a whole lot of anything, and my head is extremely lightheaded right now, because I have not talked this much in a really long time, and point is I don't like this community. I don't know what I'm really trying to get into. There's a lot of good people out there. There's I don't want to use names, but there are a lot of good people that do not get what they deserve in this community, and when I say this community, I mean YouTube as a whole. If you like someone's videos, you as a viewer should say, you know, not a matter of, I like this one video, therefore I'm going to subscribe to him. It should be, I like 5 videos by this guy, I like all the videos that this guy puts out, and it might not be all of them. I mean, say someone does a Minecraft series, COD videos, and Battlefield videos. Say you absolutely hate their Battlefield content, and you absolutely hate their COD content, but you love their Minecraft stuff. Subscribe to them, forget about all the other stuff. You don't have to go to their stuff and say, wow, this is stupid and retarded. Just go to the Minecraft stuff and, you know, watch what you like. You know, there's no one forcing you to watch what you don't like. And I really wish I turned off the television, and so many distractions right now. Skype is going off, and yeah, this is distracting. Watch someone's stuff for a good solid month, I'd say, before you subscribe to them, and before you know, like their videos, favorite their videos if you absolutely love that video. I don't favorite a video unless it's something that I'm gonna come back and watch another time, or unless it's something that's absolutely completely meaningful to me. You know, it might not change my life, but it'll definitely make me think. And if there's one thing that I ever want to do in this entire grand scheme of things with YouTube is if I can make a video to make one person think and one person actually, you know, contemplate exactly how something works, I'll be happy. If they can, if I make a video about, you know, fears, and I talk about, you know, say a fear of spiders or something, I want to make at least one person go in and think, well, if my fear, like, be able to think of someone else as opposed to just thinking in a shell, thinking of themselves, because the generation that I'm in, my generation, it is going to absolutely destroy the entire world because there are too many people and that don't think of everyone. And if I can make them think of everyone as a whole as opposed to just themselves, I will be happy and I will have done what I want to do, and I will have done everything that I'll be happy to do. Yeah, so that's essentially what I'm trying to get across. I've done a terrible job of relaying what's inside my head to what I want to say and to you guys, but I'm sure this video is only going to get like, what, 20 views, so I'll be happy if it gets 20 views. I'll be happy if I get 5 comments. You know, that's 25%. That's a really good percentage in my eyes. I mean, people like C-Nanners are only, he's got 1 million subscribers. He's only getting 360,000 views per video. That's only 36%. I'm getting, if I get, you know, 20 videos from my 90-something rather subscribers, or 20 views from my 90-something rather subscribers, that's 20%. I'm only, what, 15% behind one of the biggest guys on YouTube? I'm happy with that. It's perfectly fine in my eyes. Essentially what I'm trying to say here is, you as a viewer, or you as a content creator, shape this community. Think of what you're watching. If you watch someone's video and they just sit there and they talk about the gameplay and they talk about COD and they talk about Battlefield, and it's just, you know, monotone and boring. And I'm not saying I don't do this, because I obviously do. In my opinion, I'm god awful at this, but I still do it because I get the 2 comments per video that say, you know, I like this, and you know, I enjoy your stuff, thank you. And that makes me happy, and I have met some good people through this YouTube stuff, and I'm not saying don't do it, but if you're a viewer, think of how they, think of who you're watching, think of what they say in it, think of, you know, the amount of video, or the amount of videos that they've made, the amount of stuff that they've done, the amount of people that they've talked to, networking, things like that. Because I've made over 70 videos. I've privatized a good solid 40 of them because I don't like them. And I try to leave only my best content out there as I can. And yeah. Just think of what you do. Think of what's happening. Think of... Yeah. I'm just saying the same thing over and over. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. There's like 2 minutes of gameplay left on this. If you want to sit here and watch it because you've been enjoying it, go for it, but I'm not gonna be talking at all. So, yeah. I'd like to say thank you so much if you stuck with me for this entire video. If you haven't, well, you have no idea what I'm saying right now, so what do you care? I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. I make no promises because life definitely comes before YouTube. And, yeah. Have a wonderful day.